Do you love the footy club, Ken?
Do I love the footy club? Of course I do. Been a big part of my life, and probably my grandkids and kids might sort of think I'm a bit twisted that way.
Don McKenzie leads Essendon onto the field in his 100th Senior League match, followed by Captain Ken Fraser, who's in his first year as leader of the Bombers.
They were probably the crowd favourites, but it was the first time St Kilda had been in a grand final for many, many years, and I think we were more prepared for it than they were, and on the day we were just too strong for them.
The champion centre-half forward, generally considered the best player in his position in league, easily kicks Essendon's second goal.
My leadership, I think, was more, I wasn't a very verbal sort of person, but just tried to lead by example of doing everything as hard as I could. And to win a premiership, it means that you cement a lifelong friendship with the teammates. And yes, it's just been a huge part of my life.
Ken Fraser receives the VFL Premiership Cup. It's Essendon's 12th flag, and congratulations are well deserved.
84, well, we had a fair journey whereby we played in probably, I don't know how many elimination finals, 2 or 3. So we were on the cusp of, bigger things to come. But it was just a matter of getting everything right and maturing as a side.
Can the Bombers go on with it? Byrne tries to come out of the pack. It's Williams sending the Bombers back into attack. Up it goes there. Baker taps the ball on. Oh, beautiful play. Goes for a goal. And I think they've hit the front.
The 84 was, there's no question about it. Like it took a team effort to get over the line that game, and there's a lot of, every player, I reckon, in that team contributed in some way to help us get over the line. Kevin Sheedy made a couple of positional changes which worked to our favour, and confidence built. Hey, we're in here with a show, and of course we're able to get the job done in the end.
There's the siren.
Essendon winning their first flag since 1965.
We had a lot of team leaders, and that was the thing that made us a strong unit in the finish. Everyone sort of shared the responsibility, and of course in 85 things fell into place pretty well for us. We had a pretty good year, not a lot of injuries, and I was the guy that was captain, but which makes me feel immensely proud. I've been given that opportunity, but by golly, I had a great bunch of guys to work with, and had great support by all my teammates.
Forward line for Hawthorn. There's the siren to win the game, and Essendon the premiers for 1985, winning 2 in a row.
I love the footy club, there's no question about that, and they give me 15 years, and that's what football's all about. You do the hard yards, and you get out and you win some, you lose some, but then again, all the low times, there's a lot of those too, tough times, so you've got to rely on the mateship and make it fun, and make it to be you're part of creating that atmosphere.
93 was, what does that mean to me, being captain? Well, I was just happy to be part of it, and I wanted to win a premiership, one where I was a little bit older and more mature. We were lucky enough to get there in 93. It was a good year, and I was very lucky to be named captain because we had a lot of good players around. We had a very good leadership group in 93. We sort of handled and nurtured the young group coming up. I think without us, they wouldn't have definitely won it, and without them, we wouldn't have won it either. So it was a good mix.
Still going. 30 metres out. Oh, what play! It may have been touched on the line. No!
There's moments where you just, in those high pressure games, you're just relying on your memories, like you just, what you do, and you actually don't get the chance to think too much about it and remember it. It just happens, and luckily it happened, and we ended up pulling out the right sort of behaviour, and we never got overawed, and we were nice and relaxed going into 93 into the game. I know that much, and we're confident.
There's the siren. Victory for the Bombers.
The reputation of the club, it did have a successful feel about it. You felt like if you put the jumper on, that you had to, be worthy of it, and you had to represent the club the best you could.
The Premiership Cup.
Do I love the club? Of course I love the club. It's been a great life, I think, having a big group of friends and you have your reunions and everything else, and it just keeps reminding you of you know, this big support of people you have. Essendon Football Club's a strong club.
Being a captain of the Essendon Football Club with its rich history and and just the place the Essendon Football Club has in the game and in the sporting community of Australia, it meant a lot to be captain. I think being a captain was an exceptional honour from the football club. Sometimes it was difficult, sometimes it was a lot of fun, sometimes it was great rewards.
Barnes contests, Hurd snaps, James Hurd bends it back for the Bombers. Is it enough? I think he started the run. He has.
That team could have been captained by anyone. It really was a team that drove itself. Incredible players on every line and great leaders. You know, whether it be Lloydie Lucas, Darren Buick was still in the team, Fletch down back, Sean Wellman, you know, Mark McCurry, Joe Mercedes, just to name a few that really led the team in a very strong fashion.
This is the best season we've ever seen. Kevin Sheedy joins Dick Reynolds as the most successful club in over 100 years at this famous club.
Do I love the Essendon Football Club? I certainly have the best memories of the Essendon Football Club, and I do love what it stands for. It's meant a lot to my family, it meant a lot to my life. You know, it was a huge part of my life up until the age of, you know, 40, 41 years old, when, you know, it was either as a supporter, a player or a coach. You know, I've been part of the journey and very privileged to be a very small part of this football club.